worked with Joaquin for many, many years. The films just keep getting better, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about how this one came your way.
So we just did another Q&A. I'm gonna, my brain is like, but I'm, if I say like, if I start going in loops, just tell me.
Okay, I'll
I'm
stop
also
you.
so jet lagged. No, so on the set of Worst Person in the World, not to brag, but not to bring that up. But we started actually because Julie went through so many phases and so many stages of her life, and like changed her appearance. It was like multiple characters in a character, and we started talking about like something, I don't know, a little bit darker, a little bit like fantasizing about what she could be, but she was very like open, a bit more naive. It wasn't like room for that in that story or in that character. So I think the seeds for doing something more challenging in a more like with a more emotional way started there, and then Esken and Joachim goes into their sacred writing room where we don't get access. Of course, we all want to be like a fly on the wall because they're like doing like therapy work for each other. Like one is on the couch, the other one is on the couch. They watch a lot of movies, listen to music, just talk about everything there is about the existence of people. and then I got the script. Well, I was told the story and I was very moved by the whole structure of it, and the house and the sisters and the dynamic between the daughters and the father. And then I got the script, like a few months later. That's how it kind of started.
Stellan, you get your first call from Joaquin. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been waiting for him to call. I've seen his films, and I said, I'd like to work with that guy. And he finally called, and he wanted to meet me, and I said, yeah, I can meet you. So we met over a dinner in Stockholm in a restaurant, and he ate very well, and drank very well, and I wanted to pay the bill because I didn't want to owe him anything. You want to be keep your director at a certain distance, and I did that for a day, and then I said yes. But I would have said yes to anything he'd offer. So the director can be so important that the script doesn't matter. I've said, for instance, Lars von Trier, another Trier that I worked with, he called me and said, Stella, my next film is gonna be a porno film. Yes, Lars. And I want you to play the lead male character in it. Yes, Lars, I will do that. And you will not get to fuck. No. And you will show your dick at the end, but it will be very floppy. Yes, Lars. Okay.
Different from Joaquin Trier.
Yeah.
Ingrid, what was your first conversation with Joaquin like? What do you remember about it?
I'd met him before, many years ago, but he spoke, I was just listening. I was too scared to say anything, I think, and very young. And so during the audition process, like I think the second one with you, before we did our little test, we had like a half an hour conversation. I think he does that with everyone, which is such a nice gesture, I think, from a director to take that time. And we just talked about life and our children. We had kids the same age, which was nice. We talked about art, and I'd just done a play that I was not so happy. It was just horrible. The theme, not the play, like it was good, okay, but it was just very, very heavy. So I was really like filled with a lot of like dark emotions, and and I was frustrated with theater, and so we just started talking about that, and it was such a freeing experience. And then we went and did the screen test with you, and it was just such a wonderful audition, and the auditioning process went on for like a few months. And I just kept on feeling that if I don't get this part, I have this experience, these past 6 months of these meetings with him and with you, and it has been like something on its own in a way. I'm gonna cherish it, and then luckily he called me and gave me the part, but that was very special to me.
What do you remember about those screen tests working with him that you'd known her before you got to filming this? But what do you remember about that process?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, like, from what she said, like, actually having a conversation with Joachim is like watching his movies. He's so wise and intelligent, and he knows how to, like, build a narrative with a context and then, like, core what he wants to say in such a great way. He's just, like, you feel that you learn something new about yourself and some theme that he brings up talking to him. So it's like, it is a great experience, like just working with him and hanging around with him. Yeah, I remember our first, the screen test or the first rehearsal thing that we had, or was that the audition? Now I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, there was
but,
the first.
Yeah, but that was the scene where the sister Agnes presents the script that Gustav wrote for Nora, and that was also the scene that struck me the most reading the script the first time. So it was like a very big scene, a very important scene. So you want to like build it so much in that rehearsal so you know that there will be something to play off of when you're there on set, but we couldn't like land it or do something that was like what we wanted, because then you kind of lose the momentum on set. So we kind of just charged it and built anxiety around it to bring on set when we were there. Yeah.
Stellan, you've worked with some incredible filmmakers over your career, including my career.